They just hear it, they just collect information, collect resources, collect gems just to store them and never implement them. Hi, this is JJ Gat. Welcome back to my channel. So those of you who are familiar with this channel know that I cover Pinterest marketing and recently started doing YouTube growth strategies and branding. I polled you to ask what type of content should I be creating more on this channel, and the majority of you responded YouTube growth. So I asked myself, what can I do to add on to supplement or complement what's already there in YouTube? YouTube is that niche of content. Folks like Sean Cannell and the team from Think Media, vidIQ, Nick Nimmons, Diana Gladley, Roberto Blake, Catherine Manning, Earn on Demand sometimes, Nate from Channel Makers, Film Booth. What can I do to supplement or complement what they are already doing for most of us creators? And it was a no-brainer that I should do is precisely what my sister and I do in the Rising YouTuber Club on Clubhouse, where we curated a community of 10,000 members where we get together and we crowdsource ideas, we share what's working with us, we do YouTube audits, we learn and grow. And I've been challenged on this for someone who has under 2,500 subscribers. Anyone who's behind me who is less subscribers, it behooves them to follow someone like me who is a little bit ahead of them in their journey. And in terms of that, I am hungry, we're learning, we're doing different things, and we're learning something new every single day. We had a series called What's New Wednesday, when every single week we curated 5 to 20 different new things on YouTube. And so for those of us who are trying to leapfrog success, we're going to take advantage of all the tools and resources and anything new that we can use to accelerate our growth. In a nutshell, people who are a few steps ahead of you are more likely going to take advantage of those tools that someone who's maybe a little bit more advanced in their journey won't necessarily need to do, because they're already indexed. They've already had a certain level of success. They can benefit off of the fact that they already have a following. Anyway, so I'm going to do that series for you. And the first one I'm taking on is Nate from Channel Makers video that he recently did, sharing with you. I think he was promoting a new program that he had, a course that he's offering, sharing with you different ways to title your video depending on the audience who you're targeting.
Howdy everyone, Nate here. I'm going to show you what I've been doing here. I just released a brand new lesson and in-depth tool guide in my program Project 24 outlining this times 10. So what I've done here is I've broken down writing extremely clickable video titles into 5 distinct steps.
And I decoded that, decoding YouTube, to really mean 3 different audiences. One is the YouTube search audience, the person who goes to YouTube search and types, how do I fill in the blank. 2, the person who browses. If you don't know, when you get on YouTube, it automatically populates videos for you based on your recent browsing history, your recent view history. Similar is the recommended. If you continue to search or after you finish watching one video, new videos will pop up in the end screen or along the right column. Those are recommended, again, based on your recent browsing and viewing history. So that's the second audience, is how do you title it to reach people who aren't necessarily searching for something that might just discover you. And then third is your subscribers, people who know you, who are familiar with you, and they may want to know about your new recipe or the time you met a celebrity. So those are the 3 audiences. However, the way I decoded it is from the perspective of someone who is not doing YouTube full time. I have a job in agency, JJ Gat, which is a social media agency, which sponsors this video. Check us out, link below. 2, I have a family. I have 3 kids and a spouse. I'm busy. And third, again, decoding YouTube. I may be someone like you who also aren't doing YouTube on a full-time basis. This may be a hobby. So you may not have the bandwidth, the time, the resources, the staff to actually do all the research and determine what's the best way to do it. You can use tools like vidIQ, which I'm going to put down below, which has an AI titling sort of search to you. I'll create a partner with them. However, we just don't have the time. So I figured out a way that you can accomplish all of those. You can title a video to target those 3 different unique and distinctive audiences using a combination of your thumbnail and your title. How do you do that? This is how you do that. For the search, you use keyword tools like Keywords Everywhere, vidIQ, and you make sure you put the keywords in the title. Maybe use the word how to in the title. So that's the how-to audience. The second audience is the browse audience. And you make sure you use your thumbnail to create, maybe have something bombastic, something that's going to reveal some sort of FOMO or get some emotional reaction from people. You can put part of the title in there, but that is where you capture the browse and recommended audience. And then finally, the folks who know you. The obvious way is put a picture of yourself inside the thumbnail. Some people say you don't have to do that. But if you want to also target the subscribers, I saw a thumbnail from Earn on Demand demand, she was in the picture, so I recognized her and I'm a subscriber. She also had a picture of her looking frustrated. It was about burnout. And anyone who's browsing, even if I don't follow her, I can relate to that face, that look, those words. I may take a close look, stop the scroll, and click that video. And then similarly, in the title and the titles of the video, she had all those keywords. Now, the way you can use a combination of those is use what's called compound titles. So the way you take advantage of compound titling, the first 50 characters of YouTube is what people see. So that's where you can put either something related to you if you're attracting the subscribers, or something exciting or unique if you're trying to get that browse audience, or just the words how to in that first 50 characters. The last 50 characters that people can see, that's when you can actually put the keywords that would track, because again, YouTube is still a search engine. So people may not necessarily see those last 50 characters, but that's where you can quote unquote stuff them, not really stuff them, but include keywords that are searchable. So you get the search traffic from the second half of the compound titles, and then the personal subscriber or browse based audience, creating FOMO, emotion reaction, from the first half, the first 50 characters of your title. How did I decode Nate from Channel Maker's video on titling? You can title a video to target those 3 different unique and distinctive audiences using a combination of your thumbnail and your title. The next set of videos in this series for essentially just going to be, I'm decoding YouTube. Here's the video. Here's my take on it. And so I'm hoping that service of providing this video would be like, here's just someone else interpreting it, because perhaps you watch those same videos. I'm going to put a link to Nate's below, and you may come up with something different. So I'm all about helping, resourcing, crowdsource, sharing ideas, brainstorm with one another, because we're all trying to grow here on this platform. So I hope that was helpful for you. If it was, I want to invite you to join the J Squad. If you subscribe to this video, when you want to find this again, it'll be easier because you're already a subscriber. If you do not subscribe, you're going to miss out, and you may forget my name, and you'll be like, oh, what was that video that I saw? Save your future self the headache and just go ahead and subscribe now. You hit the notification bell, then what that means is you can get alert from YouTube when I upload a new video. So I hope that's helpful for you. I take advice from anybody who's giving me great advice. I implement them almost immediately. And I advise you to rather than keep this information, take notes, and then not implement them. I think the biggest problem that I see is people just don't take advice, and they just hear it. They just collect information, collect resources, collect gems just to store them and never implement them. And then they blame the algorithms. They blame the fact that they're small and why they're not growing, rather than taking the knowledge and awareness and just doing something what they can control. You can control certain things about your YouTube channel growth. So use that energy to make things happen. If you like this video, I want you to watch this one, which is about what you would do if you started from scratch in 2022. This is still 2022 when I post this video. Or this video here, which is part of my YouTube growth strategy series. And join the J Squad, like, subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video. Let the learning continue. Hit my outro music. Boom.